What's up, you guys? Welcome to October Daily, day number 29. Can you believe it? Today's prompt is amazingly, you wake up feeling rested and refreshed, and you go to the bathroom to wash your face. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? So, I'm going to show you guys how I made this cute little interactive tag inspired by this handheld mirror. So, let's get started. I'm going to once again cut out my numbered prompt card made by Release the Craftin', and you can get these from PinkOddBird's blog. Go show those ladies some major love for all the hard work they've done putting this together for us this year. Thank you so much, April and Priscilla. Okay, so here are your supplies. Black cardstock. I'm using this silver cardstock. A small piece of vellum, and I'll also be using a page from this cute acetate paper pad from Michaels. Ooh, so creepy. You'll also need some die cuts. I'll be using multiples from these two. I'll also be using the spider web from this Tim Holtz die set. I may be using one of these clipping stickers, maybe, probably. Some glossy accents and tacky glue. You'll need scissors, tweezers, and I'll also be using these jewelry pliers. These are embossing pins. You'll see why we need them later. So we'll also need some embossing powder, as well as the trusty heat tool, and remember to be careful, it's really hot. I've mixed white, clear gloss, and silver embossing powders for the effect that I wanted. I will also be using a brad, and you can pick one as fancy or as plain as you like. I'll also be using this spider and this spider charm on a chain. It's going to be really cute on the tag. Okay, so I'm starting off here by die cutting the pieces that I need. You're going to need multiples of each, and I'll show you in just a minute how many you're going to need. But you're going to cut out from black cardstock as well as a few pieces from the silver. So I'm using my old beat up die cutting machine here. You also need to cut out 2 frames using your die cuts. So here are how many die cuts you need. You need 2 from the silver, 2 of your frames, and 3 of your base pieces. And you guys just use whatever dies you have on hand. You will need 2 of the black pieces, and then 1 each of these. This is optional, but I'm using these for the back side of the tag, and I'll show you how to put it together. So then you want to cut out the shape of whatever acetate piece you're using or whatever image to fit one of your mirrors. As you can see, I've done here. It looks so cool. And now I'm going to show you guys how to separate these out into the 2 parts of the tag so you know which pieces go where. You're going to need 2 of your base pieces for one and 1 for the other, 1 frame for each, 1 silver piece for each, 1 of these black ones for each, and then the 3 optional pieces. I'm just going to use those for the base of the tag. And the way I'm layering these is I'm going to flip one side to face to the back, and then your frame piece to the front. And then your mirror, quote unquote, your mirror piece is going to fit perfectly inside of that frame since you use those die cuts to shape the frame. So it's going to be really easy to piece these and glue them together. And then for the main part of the tag, you're going to have one of your base pieces facing back, one facing forward, and then one of your frames on top, and then layer your mirror piece just like you did with the other one. I'm calling this the base of the tag because it's like the thicker part, and it's also going to have the decorative backside on it, and then the scary guy in the mirror from the prompt for today. I hope that all makes sense. I hope I'm explaining this okay. But like I said, you guys just use whatever dies that you have on hand. Maybe you want to make a square mirror or a round one, and you can kind of just cut your own shapes if you like. Okay, so I was rambling, but now I have used my tacky glue to glue all of these pieces together. And doesn't the backside look so pretty? I thought it kind of went with the whole decorative handheld mirror thing. And here I'm using a baby wipe to kind of wipe away the glue from the mirrored cardstock. And now I'm going to use glossy accents to glue the acetate piece onto the base of the tag. And this is how they turned out. I think they're really cool. And the next step is to use the vellum. And what I'm going to do is use the embossing powder to um, right onto the vellum like someone has written on the mirror, you know, when it's fogged after you take a shower, and then you could see like this creepy writing on the mirror. And so, yeah, since there's a person in a doorway behind you, like you're standing in the bathroom at the mirror and the door's behind you, so I'm writing behind you on here. And I'm adding like little squigglies at the bottom of each letter so that it looks like the water's dripping down. And then all you have to do is cover it with your embossing powder. I thought too that using red would be kind of cool, like as if someone wrote it on the mirror in blood or lipstick or something. Um, yeah, you guys just use your imagination. I just thought I wanted to try this little idea out. So I'm gluing these down with glossy accents, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty neat. I really like it. And I'm using my tweezers to help position those straight. Now I'm going to add the U on there. And I think the embossing powder mixture that I used turned out pretty cool. I know it's going to be a little hard to see on camera, but in person, I think it looks really neat. Okay, so that's all glued down, and this is what it looks like. I really love the way this turned out. So the next step is to put these two pieces together. So the base one is the one with the scary person. And yeah, we'll flip it up like this. So like, oh, what do you see in the mirror? And then you flip it up and that's what you see. So here I'm just trying to figure out which Brad I want. And I like the first one, but I also like the corner one. And I've like never used these ones, so I thought it would be cool to use it, but I ended up not being able to make it work. It was just too much trouble and it kept getting caught on the die cuts when I was flipping the tag up and down. So I decided to keep with the round one and just threw the other one in file 13. Bye. And then it's just time for the fun stuff, like add some little pieces of ephemera or some fun little things. So I thought it would be cute to have a little spider web and this three-dimensional little glitter spider. And then I'm going to add the spider charm. It would be cute dangling down from the brad as well. Okay, so got the spider glued down and that's all dry, and I believe I decided eventually to add the spider charm to the bottom of the uh, base tag. I don't know. I just think it looked better hanging from the bottom. So I'm just going to clip that on there so it dangles really pretty when you interact with the tag. I think it's cool because you got your spider web and then your little spider. He's like hanging off by some thread or silk, or what do you call it? Spider webbing? Hanging off from the tag. And then, of course, I have used distress ink on my little prompt card. Of course, that's a given. If you know me, black soot, yes. So I ended up deciding to go ahead and use the clipping sticker. I just think the little saying is really cool. So I'm going to cut this in half and use the distress ink on the edges, and I'm going to glue that down to the front of this tag. I've been on a Timmy clipping stickers kick lately. I just did some projects where I made like whole entire stories with them. So yeah, just want to use up some of those supplies. So now all of that stuff is dry, and I want to attach the prompt card to the back side of the first part of the tag so that it's already there and I don't have to worry about gluing it on my page. Throw it in that October daily book and it's all done. I think too that it would be really pretty to do some stitching detail around the mirror and stuff, but I decided to keep it easy for you guys, just layering die cuts or whatever supplies you already have at home, and we are done. All right, everybody, that's it for day number 29 of October Daily 2022. I hope you guys like this little interactive tag. I had so much fun making this, inspired by this cheap little handheld mirror. Don't forget to check out BB's Closet Creations tomorrow, 2 days to Halloween, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Don't forget to use the hashtag OCTDAY2022 when you post your work on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is you're posting it, so that you can share your inspiration with all the other makers out there having fun with October Daily. This year's has been like the bee's knees. This story idea is the greatest, and I know everybody's just been having a blast creating with these really fun prompts. All right, you guys know the drill. Hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to spread the spooks. Bye.